Chapter 5. Law and Social Justice. The government is responsible for the development, especially in infrastructure and social sectors. For the purpose, it regulates development activities and economic activities largely through laws. Private sector organizations, contractors, business houses, or even individuals involve in many unfair practices in order to make more and more profit, which causes economical and social damages to the society and environment. Hence, the government controls them by drafting, making, enforcing, implementing and upholding laws as to prevent all these unfair practices to ensure social justice. Exploitation-prone places. Though there is a possibility of exploitation everywhere, markets and factories tend to exploit people more. Every business owner, manufacturer, producer, farmer, distributor, etc. wants to make as much profit as he can. Firstly, for example, they cut costs by paying less wages to workers. They take advantage of larger working hours. They do not provide required facilities, environment, equality devices and safety training also. In case of any accident, they even deny to compensate them properly. To protect people from such conditions and exploitation, the government has made certain laws. It prescribes minimum purchasing price of certain farm produce and sets minimum wages for the workers. It makes provisions for safety measures like inspection and surveys, quality of goods, pollution, child labor, etc. The laws are an effort to check the unfair and uncivilized practices. Need of law. Laws help in ensuring that there are good relations among the workers, owners, farmers, consumers, and business persons in a progressive manner, and no one is taking advantage of another. Some of the important laws are as mentioned below. 1. Law against child labor. No child below the age of 14 shall be employed to work in any factory or mines or engaged in any other hazardous employment. In October 2006, the government made amendments in Child Labor Prevention Act and bonded children under 14 years of age from working in houses, factories, shops, restaurants, dhabas, mechanic shop, etc. It made provision of punishment and fine on employing the children. The government enforced a compulsory education system for all children between the age of 6 to 14 and also provided midday meals to attract them. 2. Minimum Wages Act. Many workers are not paid fair wages by their employers because of unemployment. Workers badly need work for their survival. But they have no bargaining power and are compelled to accept low wages. In order to protect the basic rights of workers, particularly laborers, factory workers, construction workers and domestic workers, the Minimum Wages Act has been passed. The Act specifies that the wages should not be below to a specific minimum wage. 3. Law to form workers' union or association. As unity is strength, the government has laws which empower workers to form unions or associations. By organizing themselves, they can make combined efforts to get fair wages, rights and better working conditions. 4. Law for adequate safety measures. This law is necessary for the safety of workers. According to this law, the workplace must have emergency exit, proper ventilation, alarm system, properly working machines, leak-proof gas cylinders, fire-fighting equipment and other safety measures. 5. Law against pollution. It is very important and necessary that the factories do not spread pollution in air or water with its smoke, furnaces, or chemicals and wastes. The pollution causes serious diseases and death also. 6. Law for quality goods. This law is provided for maintaining the quality of goods to meet certain prescribed standard. For instance, gas burner, cooker, electrical appliances, etc. have to meet safety measures standard. It is a very necessary law to save the consumer from the risk of poor quality of products. 7. Law on price control of essential goods. The government has also provided law to control the prices of commodities to basic needs such as sugar, food grains, kerosene, etc. This law is in the interest of poor. Enforcement of law. Making law is just not enough. The government is responsible to enforce and implement these laws. For the purpose, the government officials have to keep a check on work sites and make regular inspections and punish those who violate the laws. It becomes more important when the law seeks to protect the weak from the strong. Law enforcement is necessary to maintain balance economically and socially. Case study: Bhopal gas tragedy. At midnight on 2 December 1984, the world's worst industrial tragedy took place in Bhopal, India. An American company, i.e. Union Carbide, UC, had a factory in the city in which it produced pesticides. Methylisocyanate, MIC. A highly poisonous gas started leaking from the UC plant. Actually, it is an example of lack of enforcement of the laws. The disaster was not an accident, but the company had deliberately ignored the essential safety measures in order to cut costs. Just before the disaster, a worker died of gas leakage and several workers were injured. But even then, the company did not wake up. People living around the company started coughing with each breath, seeming as if breathing in fire. Their eyes were burning. Within 3 days, more than 8,000 people were dead. Hundreds of thousands were maimed, wounded or injured very seriously and permanently. Among those who survived, had severe respiratory disorders, eye problems and other disorders. Children developed peculiar abnormalities. UC, the company, stopped working and wound up, leaving behind tons of toxic chemicals. Most of these released poisonous gas. Working conditioning in the UC plant. There are differences in labor wages and working conditions between Indian and foreign companies. The wages that the companies pay to workers, say, in the USA are higher than paid in India. Foreign companies come to India to cut the cost of production and earn high profits. In India, the labor is cheaper and the working hours are long. However, other expenses such as for housing facilities for workers are also less. In the UC plant, every safety device was malfunctioning or was in short supply. The safety training period was brought down from 6 months to 15 days to cut costs. The work crew was cut in half from 12 to 6 workers. The plant relied on manual gauges and the human senses to detect gas leaks. The emergency evacuation plans were non-existent in the plant. Safety laws. In 1984, there were very few laws protecting the environment in India, and there was hardly enforcement of such laws. Laws is called weak when punishment is not so strong. The safety laws were weak and even these not enforced properly. New laws. In 1991, the Supreme Court of India held that the right to life includes the right to the enjoyment of pollution-free water and air for full enjoyment of life. The government has responsibility to set up laws and awareness which check pollution, clean rivers and introduce heavy fines and penalties for those who cause pollution. The issue of environment was brought to the front through the Bhopal gas tragedy. The leakage of poisonous gas from the plant greatly affected thousands of such people also who were not at all associated with the factory. The environment activists and others pressurized the government to make new laws and hold the culprit of damages. Thus, environmental issues became intrinsically linked to our economy. Later, new laws were made and enforced. For example, the factories have been moved on the outskirts of Delhi. In this content, the Supreme Court had ordered all public transport vehicles using diesel to switch to CNG. As a result of this move, air pollution in cities like Delhi came down considerably. Hence, the government plays the control role in making appropriate laws and enforcing them. People must also demand stronger laws protecting their and workers' interests so that the right to life is achieved for all.